change a little bit of the topic. My topic should be swallow nest instead of swallow houses, which is virtually something very similar to each other. We should try to make it useful. Okay, so anyone ever tried swallow's nest as a food supplement? Here, raise your hand. I believe around 90% of us have tried before, except whoever here is from a foreign country. What exactly is a swallow's nest? Can anyone tell me? What exactly is a swallow's nest? I'm talking about the edible bird's nest that we used to eat. I think some foreigners, when you guys walk on the street, you see some Chinese dry food shop, you see some bird's nest over there in a big jar, is selling at a very expensive price. You may notice that, what is that? It is something that we eat as a food supplement, and the ladies like it. The ladies like it. A lot of people argue that it is useless. It is completely tasteless. It is not having the function that it is claiming for. It's just amino acid, protein. This is what people argue for. So I did a bit of a research. So I try to argue that it is something else after all this research. So some people may have some swallows outside of their home. Hey Paul, I got a pair of swallows outside my home. They build a nest. Should I take it down and make some sweet soup as a food supplement for myself? I tell you that it doesn't work. It's because the swallow's nest that we eat is actually the saliva from some special kind of swallow called swiftlet. This kind of swiftlet is only located in the Southeast Asia. So they are not in China. They will not migrate here, and I think it's not going to be here forever. They have their roots in Southeast Asia. They go around Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and all those countries. So whenever you want to eat some swift nest, is from somewhere else. It's not from China. It doesn't exist. So what is it for? What exactly does it do? See, before you're born, your mother, your grandmother, they all have swallow's nest as a food supplement. But what is it? What does it do? Can anyone tell me that? I think most ladies may have this concept in their mind. It is for beauty. It's good for your skin. It can help heal your respiratory problem. It can help your digestive system. Is it really true? Did anyone ever prove that? I think no one did, but this is the fact that we used to know. In fact, I searched out that there is a particular element inside this swallow's nest. I call it edible bird's nest. It's something called the epidermis growth factor. Make it simple, called EGF. EGF. What does it do? It heals the scars. It stimulates the growth of your cells, especially on the skin. So people who actually try that and they take it as a regular basis, they have better skin. What's the history of the swallow's nest? Can anyone tell me that? Anyone know?
Imperial emperor and the concubine?
There is a guy called Cheng Ho, is a Mandarin interpretation, okay, Mandarin translation. It's not in Cantonese. Cheng Ho. About 500 years ago, he's a sailor, like myself, he's a sailor. He went to somewhere in Asia with his crew. He's got a crew, a lot of people, but they lost direction in Asia, somewhere in the Southeast Asia. They lost direction. They couldn't find food, they are out of food. The only food that they could get was the swallow's nest. They got some swallow's nest from the caves, and then they cooked it, and then after a week, his crew was kind of healthy, energetic, and handsome. And he found out that this special type of swallow's nest is actually beneficial for human body. So he brought some back to the king of China, and later on they start trading this swallow's nest after that. So how about the production vote? Is it fake? Is it something that we made in Hong Kong only, or we really import it from other places in some Asian countries? Well, later on, actually, there's a research saying that Indonesia is actually the biggest importer, and Malaysia is the second major importer of the swallow's nest. There are swallows' nests that are on the caves. People risk their life to get it. And some people build houses so that they entertain, they cater the swallows, and then they build their houses over there, and then they eat them. They don't eat the swallows. They only take the nest, and then they take it as a food supplement. So I will show you some photographs. Does it look like a factory building?
Yes.
Okay, this is not a factory building. This is all for the swallows. It is the swallows' nest all inside. They live all inside. It has a particular temperature, a particular humidity, a particular lighting. Therefore, they will find it as a good home, so that they build their house. They build their nest inside. Actually, they don't like cement houses. They like wooden houses. So we consider this as a second tier house. They like woods. When we talk about swallows, they all go in pairs.
Aww.
They all go in pairs. This is a special type of swallow called swiftlet. They all go in pair. They adopt an idea called permanent pairing. I think the ladies like it. So, to educate a boyfriend and husband, buy them the swallow's nest and make dessert for them, and later on they may adopt the idea of permanent pairing. All right. So every time they only make 2 eggs. Every time they only make 2 eggs. So they grow 2 kids. It usually takes about 3 months to build the nest and raise the kids, and they live. It's completely environmental friendly. You know why? Because we don't take the nest. Hey, Paul, you take the nest, and then they gotta go for government housing. They need the government subsidized. It's not like that. 3 months, and then they will leave the country, and then they go somewhere else. So they disregard this nest. We take it. So it is completely environmental friendly. It's not like shark fin. You cut the shark fin, and then the body of the shark is under the sea, and then it's going to live there for 3 days until it dies. It's not like that. So this is what we do. We only take the nest after they leave. So this photo, you can see that there's a lot of birds. It's a lot of these swallows. Actually, they're flying in the sky. What are they doing? Are they praying? They're not. Actually, it's nearly the end of the day. They are going back home. They have a very routine work hour. They start at about 6 a.m. in the morning. They start at about 6 a.m. in the morning, and they get the food for the kids, and then go back to their nest around 7 p.m. in the night. Sounds familiar, right? It sounds like the working hour of Hong Kong people. They have this kind of routine. So after all this research, I conclude that actually bird's nest is something that has been in the society for a few hundred years, and we've been taking it for quite some time. And I also tested myself. After all these testings, I find myself having a better skin. So I conclude that this bird's nest is actually having some effects on human skin. Thank you very much.